5 things you should be teaching your daughter on how to be a classy lady. Number 1, how she dresses. I know this can be a little bit of a controversial topic inside your home. I know these young girls have a lot of pushback when we talk about what they wear. But mom, let me encourage you that you are the mom. You set the pace. Please do not allow your daughter to dress so provocative and so revealing when she's out and about. Teach her inside her home even to make sure she has a bra on, especially if there are men in the house, fathers, brothers, friends, so forth and so on. Instead of saying, you cannot wear this, do not do this, do not do that, change your wording a little bit and say, you are such a classy, outstanding young lady. What you want to wear does not match the kind of lady that I see you to be. You are beautiful. You are classy. You are integrous. Speak like that to your daughter. I would like for you to cover those breasts. I'd like for you to cover your bottom. Make sure that the bottom of the shorts go past the middle of your finger. Those kind of things that you want to enforce in your home. If you are not enforcing it, who will? The integrity of protecting what is sacred belongs to us ladies. And so teach your daughter how to protect what is sacred because she is the protector of all things sacred for herself. Number 2, personal hygiene and grooming. Make sure that your daughter understands how important it is to keep her armpits and her legs shaved. That is so important in teaching her how to be a classy young lady. We never want to see young ladies with hair coming out under their arms and also all over their legs. And also try to make it a fun opportunity if they haven't yet started to shave to teach her how to do that. In addition to that, personal hygiene is so important that she understands as a young lady, it's super important to take a bath every day. Make sure she's bathing every day and make sure she understands the essence of a beautiful feminine woman has a nice body lotion on, a nice, beautiful feminine smell that she can walk around with, and that she also washes her hair frequently. Sometimes we see just very, very greasy hair. It's kind of a sign of low self-esteem. Make sure that you teach her the appropriate ways to handle her hair so that she looks fresh and presentable at all times. Number 3, how to set a table. This is so important. Ladies, you have to lead by example. If you're never cooking at home, the girls never know to set a table. You must communicate to your girls how important it is to sit down as a family because you're teaching these young girls how to be future moms and wives one day. So you want to make sure that you are leading by example and cooking a meal at home at least 2 to 3 times a week. But while you're cooking, make sure that you're teaching her how to set that table. It's very simple. If you don't want to do placemats, that's okay. If you don't want to do a charger, that's okay. Maybe you just do a plate and a napkin and a fork and a knife. Teaching her the very basics about setting a table, especially when you're hosting an event, is going to teach her one of the main elements of being a beautiful and perfect little host. Number 4, how to sit like a classy young lady. Make sure that you teach them also leading by example that when you sit down and you have a dress on, make sure that your legs are kept together and slightly at an angle. Pull that dress down if you're sitting down. Let's avoid sitting like this. Let's avoid having our feet on the table with the phone. Let's make sure that we're teaching them to sit up while they're at an event. Maybe they're sitting in a couch at a shower, or they're at a party, or even in their chair, that they are sitting upright. And they can get comfortable with that, but just to avoid this, we want to make sure that we're speaking to our young ladies. Many times, my daughter and I had a little sign where I would just tap her on the back of the neck, and I taught her in advance that when I'm tapping you on the back of the neck, if I just barely touch my hand to your neck, that's my sign to you silently to straighten up your posture. Hold that posture up. I taught my daughter as though you're pulling a string up on the top of your head, that you want to sit up straight. I didn't say to her, stop slouching. You're always slouching. Do you know how bad it looks when you slouch? I used to say to her, sit up tall. That's what classy little ladies do. I want you to remember that you are a woman of integrity. If you're talking to a little girl, you are a girl of class. We love you. You're so beautiful. Sit up and be proud of who you are. That is the positive way to teach your daughter. When she's sitting with her legs spread open or her feet on the table or she's slouched over, say, hey, come and whisper it to her in her ear. Sit down next to her and be gentle and kind. Please avoid calling her out in front of other people. But simply to say, hey, sit up straight. Get your feet off the table. Remember, classy ladies keep their feet on the floor. And number 5, assign her a hosting role. Make sure that you teach your daughter how to go to the door and approach and welcome guests as they come into your home by simply saying, opening the door with a smile. Hello, welcome, come on in. So good to see you guys. This way, please. And just show them to the party. I know in advance it's going to be a little awkward. You might get some pushback, but if you just keep affirming with love and belief and affirmation, they're going to grow to have that confidence to do that. And it is so valuable for your young ladies to understand the power of eye contact and a smile when they are greeting your guests at a party. I have many more tips to share with you on how to teach your daughter how to be a classy lady. But with these 5 tips, let me start by telling you this. I hope that you'll hold fast to these words that I'm going to share with you. Understand that your daughters are not going to engage with you and say, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're teaching me this. This is so amazing. I'm going to apply it right now. Even some of you have reached out to me about your sons not even looking at you when you're trying to teach them these manners. Just know that every word that comes out of your mouth creates your world. So if you approach your children with affirmations and telling what they're doing right and how they can lift themselves up or elevate themselves to separate themselves from the masses, they might not give you an eye contact or a big smile or a big approval. They might. And if they do, consider that a bonus. But if they don't, just know that every word that you pour over them, every time you give them instructions, and mom, every time that you lead by example, you are setting the pace for elevating the style, the class, and the integrity of your children. And just know that when they need it, they will remember it and they will use it. But don't allow your children to throw a temper tantrum, to tell you what they're not going to do, to tell you all the things that they hate. Just keep encouraging them and saying, yes, I hear you. I understand how frustrating and how awkward that might feel. But today we're going to try it. And if you have to, even encourage them with a little gift or a little treat afterwards. Okay, if you do this for me today, I'm going to let you go to a movie and I'm going to pay for all your concessions down or whatever you want to do. We used to do this all the time with our kids, and we did it also in the safe house. It's called positive stress. So you positively push them towards something that might feel a little bit awkward, but you keep encouraging them with the words, with affirmations, with love, and with belief. And I promise you, every single time that you do that, you're building inside your young lady a lady of dignity, value, class, and integrity.